Whoa, Nelly, welcome to Monday. It's a public holiday, but eBay doesn't stop, so neither can I. I'm Tori, it's bucketing down. I'm the Geelong-Flipper. It's raining cats and dogs. Meow. Come on, we've got to do a pick-pack video. So come with me as we go to the offsite and try to not get flooded. It's not that bad, but that sounded dramatic. Tori here.
Your Uncle Flip.
Geelong-Flipper. Hey guys, Tori.
Your mate Tori.
Geelong-Flipper here.
Geelong-Flipper.
Me, Tori.
Tori here.
I'm Tori.
Tori here.
Tori here.
Geelong-Flipper.
How you doing? I hope that everyone is well. The weather today is crazy, guys. Crazy. I'm just waiting for Ali to get in the car. So if you see me glancing furtively, it's like, she there? She there? Because I don't want the car to lock and lock her out. You know, sometimes these cars nowadays, they'll lock the door. It's been raining for 2 days, pretty much on and off. The old spectacles have got a little bit of the rain pattern on them. I hope you're well. If you're wondering who the hell I am, well, I'm Tori, okay? Your uncle, the Geelong-Flipper, and I'm a full-time eBay reseller. Today is going to be a lazy sort of day. We are going to the offsite, which I'm starting to think may not have been the best of decisions, but we do have orders to pack and they do need to be looked after because I don't want to get into the work week Tuesday, because today is the public holiday, and well, at the moment I don't have a lot of orders, but as you guys know, that can change in an instant on eBay, so which is cool. It's why I love it. But yeah, we need those orders to roll in. The weekend was quiet, but as always with every sale I get, I am more than grateful. Oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. You know what we're going to be doing. Yeah, you do. So yeah, come with me and we'll go for a little drive and just see what is going on. Last night's live was fun. Thank you to everyone who did attend. We've been doing the lives on YouTube almost daily, but I think this week I might have a day or two off. I really need that bit of time. We'll see how we go. I do love the lives as well, though. Sometimes it's my social interaction outside of annoying Ali all day with my ceaseless banter. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. In any case, guys, I'm going to tootle off. The next time you will see me is most likely when we are actually in the offsite. It will be interesting to see how it goes. I've got the Chrissy mic in my pocket because with this rain coming down on the tin roof of the offsite, it'll be a nice ASMR. You don't have to pay extra. Super thanks, please. But yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I just want to get there, get the stuff, get it packed, and then get back home. It's one of those days. I'm going to work from home for the majority of the day, other than the time at the offsite now. I've got a little bit of stuff to allocate, but other than that, get home, chuck stuff in the oven, some comforting food, and I bought some hot sauce yesterday, so I'm a bit happy about that as well. Small things, huh? Well, hey legends, we're at the offsite. Just unpacked a whole heap of stuff. I've got to photograph the T-Rex, and ironically, this guy here that I picked up the other day. But yeah, he's that huge that the offsite was actually the best place to do it. You can hear the rain. It's coming down. It's very cold today. We got coffees and toasties. But I'm going to get set up. I'll put the photos that I took in to give you an idea of my photos I take. Though the lighting isn't quite perfect here because I can't swivel stuff around enough to get the full lighting onto him. But it'll still be good and effective, and we can dolly it up just a little bit. And then we'll pop some stuff away, and then we'll quickly do our picking video, all right? Look how huge that thing is, guys. Like, it's even bigger than the car. That may be false perspective, but it's huge, isn't it, guys? Yeah. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. I'm just, I'll leave it in, but I just want to see that you can hear me above the rain on the roof. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, how you all doing? I hope that you are super well. We're going to be doing some pickpacking in the house. At the moment, I have got 10 items to pick, but I'll probably end up coming back tomorrow. Well, I hope to be, you know. We've got some stuff going out the door, though, that I am super glad to basically see go, because some of it's older. All of it's pretty cool. So let's have a quick look and we will jump into some of this amazing stuff. Okay, so first things first, I do have a 3-pack of manga. I am so sorry if you can't hear this, it's getting louder. I feel like I'm kind of shouting against it, because you know it makes me want to shout. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Okay, so these are, let's quickly jump into this thing here. Okay, so this is a manga series. It's called O Parts. I'd never heard of it before. Now, this one is located at home. I've got it ready to go already. I don't have my iPad here, so I'm using Ali's laptop. So it's not as easy just to hold up photos of stuff. If I remember to put it in, I will, but I probably won't. So I probably won't. So if you think I will, I probably won't. And if I do, then I probably don't. Let's have a look here. Somewhat like this. So there's the 3 of them there. They're off to Norway. I paid about $8 for the 3 of them, and they sold for 45 bucks. No, 40 bucks, sorry, I took an offer. So they will be heading on over that way. I've got to remember to take packaging materials for them. I might just pop them into a padded mailer and then into an international satchel to make sure they get there safely. So that part is done. All right, in tub 37, this is a HES Smash Hit pack for Atari 2600. Great selection of games tested and working. All right, let's grab it. I know the lighting may not be as good this way, but it kind of felt like you were too far away. I'm used to being closer to the camera that I can go, this is what I got, even though the lighting's better there. I honestly think, you know, because YouTube, I actually think I need to put a second light up at some stage just to look prettier on the screen. We're in tub 37, and in the meantime, in the background, Ali is taking photos, right? Her workstation has been converted into a photography saloon. It's a thing of wonder. It truly is. She's very clever. Tub 37. Let's have a look here. So it was an Atari pack. And that tub is actually getting down to the slightly empty side. And this was very kindly given to me by my dear friend Rubber Duck Rye. So I'm extremely grateful. And well, I'm working on a story and his name may be in it. It's pretty horrible. Okay, HES. That's it there. So looks better the other way. Hang on. Okay, so that was the pack there. The lighting's a lot better on this angle. Sort of shines down that way. So yeah, that is going. Nearly dropped it. It went for, does it show me? 33 bucks plus shipping. And as I always say, I do charge shipping. I'm going to have to keep saying that because I think it's important, particularly as people are learning. Just when I tell you figures, I think it's easy to forget that there will be occasions where I don't mention shipping, and it's just like if I drill it in enough, you guys just know I charge shipping. Not everyone does, and that's okay. But for me and what I want to do, I charge shipping. That makes sense. I hope it does. I'm pretty sure it does. It's funny, you know, I don't know if anyone else out there is experiencing this, but oh, the rain's subsiding. I don't have to scream anymore for a moment anyhow. I have noticed, guys, and anyone who's really in the game space, as opposed to me who likes to dabble in everything, I have found that some of the really old system games now do not seem to be doing as well. I don't know why. I don't have answers for it. But it's just something that maybe has been a bit of a wake-up call. Maybe it's getting to the point that some of these retro systems just people can't be bothered setting them up. I don't know. I want to be wrong because I want these games to thrive. They were my childhood. Like this Atari pack, I had this. I had it as separate cartridges though. I had Frogger, I loved it. I didn't have Boxing, I had Sequest, and I had Stampede. The only one that was good was Frogger. But, you know, it's just these little bits of history, these moments that I think need to be preserved and protected. I know there's museums and stuff like that for video games, but yeah. Now, saga to be concluded on this one. So, Paragirl for life, Karen, channel member, Grand Flip, bought this carry off me that I found out in the wild, all right? And then I buggered up. I had a listing for a Funshine Bear with a voice module. Didn't have the voice module, the one I'm selling. So, with great sadness, I need to say goodbye to this guy instead. Still Funshine, but Karen checked with her kids. They still want this carry. So it's off to a new home, guys. Let me just tell you, it's been fun. The journey, the travel, the experiences, supporting each other through thick and thin, even though you've only really been around for a week. But you, my friend, you should have been sent off to someone else, some eBay customer who never bothered to tell me that they got the better version. And they laughed as they squeezed your friend's belly and listened to the little squeaks that came out. You, my friend, shall forever be silent, but that does not mean that love does not exude from your very essence. Go forth into the world. I'll miss you, but I know the happiness you bring is worth more than my selfish needs. Goodbye. They're going in the bag. Well, you're so very welcome, Tori, and thank you for those kind words. Well, anything that you can do to bless you, honey. What sort of monster would I be if I didn't bless my love? What sort of monster? Okay, how do I make this? Okay, that's how I make it work. That's my stomach. Can't do anything about it. Okay, in tub 6, a hated tub, which you guys can now see why I hate them. I need to get out a V8 Supercar game. And a lot of people laugh when I pick these up. But they do keep ticking over, the V8 Supercar games. And it's funny, I've sent more than one of them overseas, and both to Saudi Arabia. So I'm happy to, if I can get them cheap, I'm happy to supply them. I think that's just the nature of the beast. Chewing time. It would have been too easy for it to be on the actual side with all the other games, wouldn't it? No. I'm working hard to make a living, taking shelter from the rain. I was looking for the wrong console type too. So that's why I can't find anything today. Okay, so this is V8 Supercars on PS2. I was looking for an Xbox. Wrong console. I might have said this to you guys. There it is. That was nice and quick turnover there. Let's have a look here. $13.60. I've had it in my store for a while. And correction on what I said before, I have sent Xbox versions of this to Saudi Arabia, or a V8 Supercar game. So what I do with them, and this is a bit battered, but I make sure that's photographed. You can see the scoring on the disc. It still plays, but it's an older game. I hope it works on their system, but that is why I do offer returns, because at the end of the day, I want the customer to be comfortable with it, and just because it worked when I tested it does not mean that their laser is, I don't know, whatever. There's variables. Sometimes games don't work. So yeah, I offer returns. Just to play it safe, guys. Just to play it safe. let's put that stuff back in. I'll just make sure there's nothing else in tub 7. Looking at it from on the laptop, it looks a little bit different. I know custom SKUs are still there. Make sure there's nothing else in 6 because that would suck to get back out again. T14, T51, and okay, hope they're both in tub 5, tub 18, death pile. Okay, I've got to get on the ladder for that one. Okay, we're looking good, guys. Thank you for your patience. Not that you had any choice because I'm editing. Okay, popping this stuff back in. Get it out of the way. It's nice to have had that rain subside. I wasn't aware of this, but we're talking to the lady who gave us our coffee and stuff, and she's got, like, it's nice to have rain because of the drought. And then Ali was like, yeah, there's been a drought. And I'm an ignoramus. I mean, I am, but I had no idea. So I think it's exceedingly good there's been some rain. And I do sincerely hope it is getting to where it needs to get, because if it's just raining around here, that's all well and good, but it sounds like the farmers actually need it. So far more important. Tub 6. Tub 6 will be good for allocation 2 as well, and also maybe actually, let's have a look here. I'm going to leave that down because I do have stuff to allocate, so I'll leave that because it's just difficult to access otherwise. Tub 30. This was a vintage, very old actually, a Flintstones Pebbles ceramic coffee cup. Here comes the rain again, guys. I get emotional about it, but it's falling on my head like a memory. In fact, it's falling on my head like a new emotion. Yeah, it is. Tub 30. Now, I saw this just the other day, so I do know it's here, as I failed to locate it on camera. Build-A-Bear Pikachu. Don't sleep on him. I mean, you can if you buy him, but constantly very surprised about that. Okay, so this is really cool considering just how old it actually is. It's in relatively good condition, a little bit faded, but for a collector, that's a cool little mug. So it's Pebbles from the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family, hailing from the town of Bedrock. It's a place right out of history, though they sing it as though they're saying out of his Tory. Here's Tory. Bam, bam, bamuchi, bam, 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 bamuchi, bam, bam. Okay. Poor Ali. I think she just agreed. She actually did just agree. Bam, bam, bamuchi, bam, bam, bam. You know the sad thing? That beautiful lady, that princess, that queen of my heart, my other half, my soul, my perfect one, has to live with all this. This doesn't just happen for you guys. Sing us a song, you've got autism. Sing us a song tonight. 'Cause we're all neurodivergent, and you've got us feeling all right. Someone clip that because it's beautiful, right? Okay, tub 5, little ponies. Don't sleep on My Little Pony. Well, if you buy the massive one I'm trying to flog for nearly $1,000, you can do whatever you want with it. Set it on fire and have it galloping down the street for all I care. Nay! You know the funny thing? It still continues to have bulk amounts of watches on that. And I know that it's more just out of curiosity that people are going, I just wonder what that'll sell for. I'm just going to follow that and look at it. In the meantime, I'm selling a $20 version of it. And you know what? That makes me happy. Because someone is going to have fun Maybe give it to their kids. Get to experience My Little Pony. And here's a little cutie. I only paid a couple of bucks for it. Sold it for 20 plus shipping. It's sweet. Still got its little tag there on its leg. You know, they're good value. So 20 plus shipping. I think I paid 1 or 2 for it. It wasn't a lot. But the amount of joy it'll give someone will be a lot. And that's why I love reselling. Stuff like that is just effing cool. The fact that we can find this stuff and flick it out around the world. It blows my mind open. Okay, so. Tub 17. There, don't need it yet. May not need it at all, actually. Okay, so. Let's have a look here. So this is all the way from America. Yes. Okay, let's see. Now, this was a Resoftables toy I paid $3 for. I sold for 30. It's going over to the United States. It's in tub 10. Let's get it out. These Resoftables are really, really cute. Really cute. So, this is the Batman one with the utility belt and all that stuff. Now, Cody, how you doing, mate? I hope that you're super well. Thank you so very much for buying from me. Cody's a viewer. I am going to send this over. Give him the hug. Oh, yes, over to America to fight crime and injustice, which at the moment seems a little bit rife. But we've got this. We've got it. We're going to do it together. No. Cody! Yeah. I hope you enjoy it, mate. Good on you. All right, let's have a look here. And yeah, he wrote, hey there, mate, it's me, Cody. I'm not going to say his last name because it's his last name. It's me, Cody. I'm writing this notice so I can receive a mention on your channel. Pretty cool stuff, huh? Cody's got a plush channel, so Cody's Plush Adventures. Go and have a peek. I have not had a chance yet because I just received that message earlier today. So we'll have to have a look. Hopefully there's lots of information about plushies. I've got no idea. Good on you, Cody, though. Thank you for buying from me. Okay. Tub 14 is going to... This is actually a good one. So it's a Star Trek movie. I picked it up for $1. Sold it for $9.60 plus shipping. It's going to Brendan. Brendan, thank you, mate. We'll grab that one out now. That's in tub 14. 14. I'll just grab it from down here. By the way, no one's looked at that guy. Come on. He's cool. Star Trek Tub 14. Now, guys, by the time you see this, channel members... if you are interested in becoming a channel member, please do consider it. It starts at $1.49 a month. Basically, if you're a channel member, you get to see these videos a little bit earlier. Often, if I say, hey, it's Monday... you will actually, they will be seeing it on a Monday. You guys will be seeing it on a Tuesday. So if you do want that early access, consider becoming a channel member. There's little extra bits and pieces, not a lot. I'll be honest about that. There's occasional posts that I'll do. But I just, no information as it transpires regarding reselling is behind the channel membership. That information is accessible when I find it out to everyone, bearing in mind that as much as I try to, for want of a better word, try to educate, I am not a pro. It is all based on my own personal experience. So anything that I say, you need to check it and make sure it works for you. The Final Frontier, I'm looking for Star Trek The Voyage Home. There's a whole heap of Star Trek movies in there, so Brendo, get into it, mate, get into it, yeah. Grey's Anatomy. The Voyage Home, it was down the bottom, but now it'll be able to make its way to its forever home, which is awesome. Get this stuff back in. It's nice, I must admit, like I know I'm having to mark some of this stuff down to move it out, but it's been really still cool to see this stuff moving, and not just from a sales perspective. It's been good because, like, you know, almost everything like that I've got in here, I have felt at some point has had value. So whether it does or doesn't to the majority of other people, that's just a matter of like what you're into, I guess. But for me, it's a chance to provide someone with an adventure or a little bit of escapism, or just a bit of comfort if they need a cuddle from a soft toy. I think it's all awesome, and that we're very, very lucky that we do get to share this this journey together. I was asked yesterday by another reseller YouTuber by the name of John Chan. Go and have a look at his channel. He was like, you know, on this YouTube eBay journey, what do you think you value the most? And other than, you know, obviously allowing myself to earn an income off eBay, I would say the thing I am the most grateful for is you guys and the connections that we've all made during this crazy ass journey that we've been on together. This is the movie. I think doing this has enabled me to, I don't know, tick a lot of boxes in terms of what I need socially and how I want to contribute socially. So I think that I am so grateful that YouTube exists, and I'm so very grateful to you guys that you're trusting me to take you on this fun little journey that I'm on. Okay, so let's have a look here. This is one of the ones I'm glad about. It's one of the plates that I said to you guys weren't ticking over, but I'll say Jean Marie. I'm guessing it's not Jean Marie, but Jean Marie, thank you so very much. I do appreciate the purchase. Sold one of the plates. They were collector's plates. Sold it. I got them pretty much a whole heap of them for $5, and I sold this one for 20 plus shipping. So cool beans. I was actually doing this off camera because I thought it would be a painful experiment getting this out, but this is the plate, and it is part of a collector series. I've got 5 or 6 others. They were throwing them in the bin when I was at Lifeline. They were going to chuck them all in the bin. So I pulled them out of the bin and paid $5, and they've been in my tubs a very long time. Maybe it's not a popular series, but there's something quite beautiful about the painting, even though it's not a style I want. But you don't throw plates and stuff. Like the other week we were back out there, and that was one of the issues I always had, was the waste. They were throwing cutlery into recycled metal. But it's cutlery. Like, people use it. We buy heaps of all you got to do is wash it when you get it home. We buy secondhand cutlery and just wash it and use it. What's the problem? The amount of waste that goes on because the government gives them grants, or they think they can somehow get money from the scrap metal. Maybe they can get more out. I don't know. I don't think so, though. It's just wasteful. Thank you so very much for buying this and saving it from an untimely doom. All right. We're almost done, guys. We're getting there. Oh, no, there's a few more orders. Thank goodness. Let's have a quick little bit of pepper now. Yes, I'm eating the crust. Yes, it makes a crunching noise. I just thought I'd counter everything. So Michaela brought 2 books from me. Thank you, Michaela, on combining the shipping as per our agreement. They're both by an author called Amy Bloom. I remember thinking that the covers looked quite sweet, but I am not familiar with the author. Once again, it's going to sound silly. Maybe it won't, but... Oh, there's one of them right there. to my own detriment sometimes. Guys, I absolutely hate this throw out, chuck out mentality. So a lot of the books that I've got from when I was volunteering at Vinnie's, they were going to throw them out, and I couldn't do it. As someone who loves books as much as I do, I couldn't just sit there and let them throw them in the bin. So I paid an absolute pittance, but I saved them from being pulped. And you know, now, once again, it's just one of those things that I think is super cool. This person, this wonderful book reader, has bought 2 of them, thereby further saving them from going, you know, well, from living in my tubs forever. So it's highly appreciated. So they were both Amy Bloom books. For some reason, like a foolishness, only put 1 tub on, but I'm assuming that 2 of the same author. There's a very good chance that they're both in tub 5. So we'll just have a bit of a grab, a bit of a look. That Beatles book, I've had that forever too. Sometimes there's some books here that I do grab and I'm like, oh my goodness, I should quickly read that. But I am so desperately, there it is, so desperately behind in my own reading. I just bought the new Stephen King book, but I haven't read any of the others in the Holly series. I've watched the Mr. Mercedes TV series, but yeah, that's going to be a long way off. I haven't even read the Stephen King book of short stories before that. I might not have mentioned in this one, but I myself write books. They're all on Amazon. They're also going to be on my eBay store once I get around to reordering more stock. But yeah, I write horror. And a lot of my friends in the horror writing community send other authors' books to read. And I just got sent another one this morning from one of my favourite short story writers, Jerry Blaze. He writes some crazy stuff. It's just fun. But he just sent me another one the other day and said, mate, this morning, and I said, you know you won't be getting a review for some time. I'm so far behind. But he was a fan of my book Pinata, and he's just like, no, just when you can get to it. So I've got those. All right, so these here were, let's have a quick look, $12.75 and $12. Combine those shippings. I'll double check that when I process that at home. But yeah, Michaela, thank you for buying these books from me. And you're probably not even a viewer because you didn't write any special notes. I don't care. I'm grateful for that. Grateful for anything. Anytime I can get a book not going into a recycle bin or being pulped. It's funny, you know, I had someone, and I know art is art, okay? So don't get me wrong, and I appreciate that. But one of my friends hi Josh, I don't know if you actually watch this, but Joshy makes these zines, and they're by cutting up books and magazines and everything. And he sent me this photo of this zine that he's made, and it looks amazing. He's done a great job. But then I noticed, he goes, oh, I made this out of an old comic. And I saw what it was. Josh, guess what? That comic was worth a couple $100. But it still looks good as a zine. Okay, so last night, you guys know I love the drama. I received another ton of lowball offers, so I've been spending the day doing that. Even now, I'm actually getting another lot at the moment. I don't know if it's just because people are bored or because I'm, you know, my YouTube presence, but the lowball offers have been coming through, and stupidly, I have not blocked that person yet, so I don't know if it's actually them. But yeah, it's a shirt I'm selling for $180, very rare Nirvana shirt, and they keep offering me like $10, $20, $35. And I don't want to send them an offer of a knuckle sandwich. I do, but you know, they don't know I'm a war vet. They don't know There's combat in these here hands. Go back and get a thumbnail of that last stupid pose you did, because it's a banger. Make it the thumbnail. Yeah, they don't know, right? Wee's Laugh Incorporated. Okay, this is another one I've had for a while. I'm glad it's going. I do need to take a leaf out of Rubber Duck's book and get those boxes that he sends mugs in. I really, really do. This is a Jurassic Park mug. I bought it for $1. It sold for 15 and shipping. So Universal Studios Singapore. It's really neat. The only thing I don't like about these, I'll always give them a bit of a buff once I get home, because from being handled, like they end up with all fingerprints from me touching it, whereas I want it to arrive for the customer looking schmick. So 2 mugs in this. So once again, don't overlook mugs, guys. As long as you're comfortable. Cut out that bit when Ali said yeah, I was teasing Ali. Don't mind me. And don't be upset she laughed. Okay, so this one is one I've got to climb up a ladder to get, so I'll do that soon. And I also need to check on an order for a buyer. I sold a Matchbox car to Ken, and he said he was going to have a look through my store, but I don't think he realises I'm literally pick-packing right now. But I did give a heads up. I might just quickly send a massage. Actually, I can do that now. I can do that now. This is the thing, guys. Don't be scared to ask for sales, all right? View order details. Message buyer. Hi there, mate. I'm literally picking your order now. Was there anything else you want? It doesn't matter if I don't get it immediately, but I won't be able to combine shipping once I start processing postage. Of course, I'll leave the satchel open just in case I get an order, and I'll hold it off. But once I do get home, I'm going to be printing out postage satchels. So it's important to put a sense of urgency into this. Okay, I'll quickly check that Nirvana offering. No, you know what? I'm not going to. I can say no on the phone once I finish this, because it's going to be a no. $35. Now, you know, it is hard. It is hard sometimes particularly when people who watch the channel. I mean, most of you guys are resellers and you get it, but it is difficult if someone who is not a reseller watches the channel and they go, well, I saw him pick that up at Savers for $2.99. Why is he asking $180? Because that's what it's worth. We have to, like that day, you know, to find that shirt, in fact, to get 2 of them, I had to drive for like nearly 4 hours and go to multiple stores and hunt and look through stuff. And yeah, I have the privilege of sharing that hunt with you guys. I love doing that. But that's why we can charge that, because we go and find the things that people overlook, throw out. That's the nature of being a treasure hunter, which sounds really, it romanticized it a little bit. I imagined myself wearing, a fedora and cracking a bullwhip and having a brown leather satchel over my shoulders. Dun, 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 dun. Ellie just made me very happy. She does all the time. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so That's the one I've got to climb up the ladder to get. Oh, don't go there. Do I have to climb up the ladder to get there? No, I don't. I don't. Hang on, guys. Hang on, I'm going outside. You'll see that I'm going outside because I'm about to lift up the door anyhow, but I can get into this tub by lifting that up. Hopefully not killing myself in the process. It's not as much of a hassle when it's oh my god, when it's a dry day. Okay, let's just get this one out. This was just a notebook. So this is one of the ones where I can see it right there. This is one of those moments where sometimes some of the stuff I sell, I'm a little bit nervous. Why am I nervous? Because, as we know, our customers don't, bless their hearts, do not always read the description properly. So I got this for $0. It was in a pile of stuff, once again, that was being tossed out. But it's based on the Ladybird books. They have really cute covers. So it's Cinderella. And I sold it for $9.10 plus shipping. But it is literally an empty notebook. So I hope the customer, it does say notebook or notepad, journal. So yeah, it's a really sweet notebook. And, you know, the customer might even just be buying it for how cool the cover is. I don't know, and I don't care. All I want is for them to be happy. So that is a cool thing. Now, I'll show you the shirt because it's right here, the one that I'm getting annoying offers on, which sounds terrible. But these are the shirts I found. It's a Nirvana Tour t-shirt. It's old, even as a reproduction, it's old. This is one of the OG ones because there were repros being done, and the reproductions still go for about 100 and something bucks, and the real ones go for 150 to 200 odd. It's from when Nirvana toured Australia at a particular hotel which no longer exists. So it's a little bit of musical or rock history all wrapped up. I'm just going to pop this one back outside. And I'll probably knock everything over. There we go. There we go. That one is, it's not heavy, I'm just unfit. There we go, it never happened. And what else have we got here? Two more things. Tub 17. This one has, oh my goodness me. This one, I knew it was Tub 17 was required. You guys have seen this shirt before. I've had it for way too long now. I ended up lowering the price a lot. And it's old. So unfortunately, when I first listed this one, I listed it for $109. It's a super cool Harley shirt. It's in very good condition. It's old. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. This guy from France kept making offers on it. And ironically, it's just the way it goes. I had it up higher and it was fairly new. And they were like, postage is going to cost me so much. Can you do me a deal? I tried. It didn't work out. He ended up swearing at me in French. I had to Google translate that. That was fun. And so I lowered the price now, lower than what any offer he ever made on it. So I could have made more money. But back then the item was, you know, still pretty new for me. But that I paid it's either $20 or $25 for. Like, I paid decent money for that shirt. And I sold it for $60, and it's on its way over to Poland now. So, Damien, thanks for watching the channel. And yes, that is the Polish person's name. The other bit, which I won't read, is clearly Polish. But thank you for buying from me, mate. Thank you for all the support and all those fun times we've had chatting together. I don't know who that person is. I'm just grateful for the sale. But that is going over to Poland. Now, last at the moment in our little list, because I do not believe that he wants anything else. So in tub 8, we have got a really cool die-cast car that is being purchased. And it was one that I liked when I listed it. It's like a really cool muscle car. And I don't know, I have a ball listing the die-cast cars. I think they're cool as heck. And they're genuine fun. I noticed a few of you guys are starting to get into them as well. And I hope it's because I've said they're fun and that you find they're fun too. Because they're good fun. So I've only got one car to drive off the lot, unfortunately. Even if Ken buys more, they may not be driven off the lot. So this is a cool car. So it's a Super GT BR. I had to look that up. I don't know cars. I just like how they look. But yeah, really neat car. And I'm super grateful for the sale. It's in really good condition considering it is old. It's from 1985 from memory. And that car looks like it almost came out of the packet today. It didn't. When I get them, before I photograph them, I just quickly get them at them with a microfiber. And then I pop them into these little bags, which Drew gave me some. Thank you, Drew. And Dr. Flip to you, Drew. And yeah, it's just cool. And I'm so grateful. I love selling them. I get a real perverse kick out of turning 20 cents into 15 bucks. That's why you do these cars. And that's why you check if you've got time, check what they are. Because if you just bundle them up, I can almost guarantee you that you are throwing away the baby with the bathwater. It's great to bundle. If you're time poor, yeah, bundle them up. But I guarantee you, like 20 cents into $15. I don't want that in a bundle. That's a good car. Ken thinks it is too, which is the more important thing because he put his hard-earned money into it. All right, I'm just going to quickly double check here before we start packing everything. Is there any information that I've overlooked? Any messages? I cannot see anything else being purchased. I will double check my messages. No, nothing new. All right, guys, that's cool. That means that we can drive the car off the lot and then we can start popping stuff into bags and give you some ideas. Now, the other day too, I went to the post office. I buy most of my supplies from Australia Post. Some people scream it's not the most effective way to do it. It may not be, but I buy in bulk, so my savings are fairly good. I'm sure that if I was just to go elsewhere and buy stuff, I could get it cheaper. But the reason why I persist in doing this, even if it may seem like a fool's errand to you guys, or to some of you, is I know the quality. I literally know the quality that this stuff is going to be. I know what the boxes are like, the padded. There's no guesswork. I'm not ordering something, off some random company and then going, oh my goodness me, I held on to that. And, I ordered that and it was garbage. So the Australia Post stuff, I'd rather pay a little bit of a premium to get better stuff. And that's why I send everything through Aussie Post to get the band 5 that I can buy in bulk and save money over the long run. So basically, I bought 100 of the medium, the padded mailers medium, and everything is going to fall on me. You guys can laugh because it's probably going to hit you. But yeah, the Cheryl at the post office said, this is how you can use them as a dispenser. So it's clever, actually. She cuts the bottom open and you just drag the bottom one out and the rest of them clump down. I think that's super clever. Well done, Cheryl. Well done for cleverness. We're lucky. Our LPO is awesome. They look after us, and That's why I make sure all my business goes through them. I don't go, and unless I think I've done it once, gone to another post office, but because they get paid with everything that they scan through their post office, which is important for small businesses to be looked after. So if you've got an LPO, just remember it's someone's putting their money there to keep that business running and have that license. So we try to support them where we can. All right. So let's have a quick look here. Items to send. And we're going to start packing. And I'll change the angle now that you can see what I'm doing on the bench. All right, guys. So I just was getting myself a little bit sorted then. You won't have noticed because it was simply a start-stop with the camera. But we're going to get this underway now. First things first, we'll get Cody's... I wonder what's better here. The laptop's up here. You guys can see where I'm working here. There we go. That's probably a little bit better, isn't it now? Okay, so first things first. Cody's Batman plushie. Thanks again, Cody. Good on you, mate. That's going to go into a small satchel. And I've been finding the label printer, and I don't know if you guys have experienced this either, but the label printer, I don't know if I'm knocking something or just because I'm printing it so small. Some of my orders were having difficulty being read. So now I'm going to be printing the the customs forms onto an A5-bit piece of paper, and I'll simply be sticking them onto the front of these things here. So Cody, that's Batman on its way to you, my friend. Cody, there we go. Now, the moment that some of us, will cringe about, but it's just the nature of the beast. Our little Careys are here. For Karen, I need to send you a small refund because you are not getting the original bear that you paid the more dollars for. You're getting the same little Care Bear, but you're just getting a different version of it. All right, so with the right amount of coercion, I should be able to get these into the satchel, and away we'll be going with that. And as much as we love Care Bears, we know that they can hold their breath for a very long time. So, hello darkness, my old friend, you're going in the bag again. That's right. Okay, so let's grab this up. And you guys can, you guys hop into this one easily. Very good, very good. Comfortably. Should I try for more torture? I think that Kaz would be very upset if I wasn't squashing their heads adequately. So, guys, you don't have to be like that. Just get in. Mwah. Mwah. No, I'm not actually going to kiss you. You're in an op shop, but you're still loved. All right. You don't smell like an oppo, and it's time to go. Rockabye Care Bears in a plastic bag. As the darkness approaches, you will be glad that I am tucking you here in your home to go to Paragirl for life and not be alone. She's got plenty of your brothers and sisters. They don't know your real names. They know if you've been bad or good. It doesn't matter, I'll get the blame. So, are you guys actually still watching? Okay. You know what? I didn't even have to torture them too much. There you go, guys. Travel safe. Travel safe. There we go. Kaz, done, done. Dun 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 dun. That was the Blues Brothers music started going through my head then. Okay. Very interesting. I am going to use one of the eBay satchels here for Ken's Hot Wheels car. I know that some of you are returning them to eBay, and that's your prerogative. Me, don't want to. For me, it's also, and look, it's not me waving the environmental flag, but they're paper. If I can use paper instead of plastic, I'd rather use paper instead of plastic. Where I can. I send out enough plastic satchels and padded bags as it is. If they made those in larger sizes and they were items that wouldn't perish in the wet, because you know I water tested those things, I'd use more of them. So that was a really good, guys, gather around, right? It was a really good speech about the environment, wasn't it, and cost and stuff. Ali just told me that Australia Post do make them in all the different sizes. I just spent $130 on medium plastic padded mailers. Maybe the next time I will try the paper ones then. Dear environment, I love you. Your uncle. I feel like a goose. Honk! Okay. That was fun, wasn't it, everyone? I need to take home a medium padded mailer for these manga. Oh, funny you should mention that, Tori. You've got 100 of them. So I do. So I do. So I do. That was actually, that was good. Cheryl's idea worked. Don't know where I'm going to keep the box, but that's a bloody good idea. Easy dispensation, and I can just cut the box down as I go. But yeah, guys, if you can get into the bulk bag game, enter into it, please do. You'll save a truckload. Not a truckload, but you'll save a lot from Aussie Post prices. Priceless. It's priced. Okay, Rony Pony, you are most certainly getting into a little bag. Get in the bag. Giddy up. Giddy up. It's not even going to a brony, which low-key upsets me. Oh, it might be, but, you know, I haven't taken a poll and said, do you identify as a brony? But yeah, cute little toy. It's just fun. They're fun. Plush are fun. It's funny, oh, another fun, but I never thought I'd be sending as much plush as I do. Now it's increased, because it did start off like I was buying it because I really enjoyed it, and it was one of those things that, I don't know, watching Reseller plush, I really enjoyed it, and I was like, that looks like fun, and it is. And you know that you just bring these little bundles of happiness to people. So I am very, very happy to be sending plush out into the world a little bit more often now. They're bulky, which can be a bit painful, considering my setup, but they're still a good fun product. So get them out there. There are literally companies now I saw online, and good on them. They salvage all these plush from, I guess, op shops and everywhere else. They wash them, they dry them, and then they put them inside a cardboard, like proper packaged box. I can't remember what they're called, and I don't want to tell you. Keep buying from me instead. But yeah, that sort of stuff I do like. It's keeping stuff going that shouldn't be thrown out. I mean, yeah, look at these. Look at these guys. Now, technically, not even technically, they were all more or less thrown out by someone who didn't want them. So I think what we do is, as stupid as it sounds on occasion, it's like every one of these toys was saved from potential landfill. So I think it's awesome. I love to profit from it. But I also like the fact that we are all saving stuff from literally getting chucked out. Because I hate to say it, but the majority of people who donate stuff, it's just that they want to get rid of it. They don't actually care where it's going. There will be cases where I'm wrong, of course, but more or less they just want it out of the house. And yeah, we save it. It's freaking cool. Okay, so I'm trying to take care of some of the ones that like are a little bit easier to do. V8 Supercars, they can go in another one of these as well. Oopsie daisy. No, go back here, otherwise you're not seeing a pick pack video. You're seeing the plushie wall, which, by the way, there's going to be 2 little devils put up there in a moment. Just to let you know, thank you, Richard, for buying this game off me. I hope he enjoys it. I hope it works. It's the only danger with some of the older games. If they work for me and they don't work for them. I don't like that. I want him to be able to play it and enjoy it. Or resell it, if that's what they're doing. I know occasionally I'll get stuff bought off me by resellers, and I think it's good. It doesn't bother me. If someone thinks they can buy it and off me and make more money again, I don't know. I think that's kind of awesome. I have no issue with it at all. Harley can go straight into an international. I think it's kind of funny that they've got sizings on there on the international when they do just go by weight. That was my knee, not me clicking my fingers. I was actually looking up this thing about when your knuckles pop and crack and stuff like that, and it's what is it again? There's some sort of gel that goes between your knuckles, and little gas things form in it, and it's when you crack your knuckles or whatever. Sorry guys, the microphone was right on top of that. It's those little bubbles that pop, and just like Pringles, they can't stop. No, I just made that bit up. But whereabouts? I had satchels here, small. Yep, there we go. Yeah, and that's how you hear your knuckles crack. It's not doing any damage. It's literally those little gas bubbles popping. That'll be $50 for the science lesson, by the way, too. Just letting you guys know. Okay. So yeah, hope that Polish Damien enjoys. I wish that he was a channel member and that was his name. It's like in one of my books, there's a character, Mike the Alien. And that is his name. It's not just Mike, it's Mike the Alien. Because there's like Mike the Elf, there's Mike the Reindeer. And so they all decided that they'd agree to being called like what they are, and Mike. So Mike the Alien, he's in The Dead of Christmas, my book, and he is the star of The Dead of Egypt. So much fun. There's a couple of these items here that I'm a little bit nervy about sending. That's going to Damien. All right, I've got more mail bags on order, but I don't want to send, like, these are Michaela's books. I don't want to send them in the paper one because it's paper in paper, and I don't want it to become paper mache. If it, did you like that? I'll repeat it. I don't want it to become paper mache if it gets caught out in the rain. So we are going to use horrible plastic for this one, and maybe actually I'll just go straight to, do I have any small ones here, guys? Can you have a look for me, please? I don't. Oh yeah, that's why I had to order more. Okay, when in doubt, stretch it out. There we are. Amy Bloom, get Amy Bloom. Amy Bloom, please attend. Please attend. Amy Bloom. I don't know if this one will fit. Nope. Okay, well that sucks. I do not have any small padded mailers here at the moment. I did order them, but they didn't have any. How can I do this, guys? I know. Problem solved. I can still look after them, but they can go in a little a little satchel instead. Ways and means, ways and means. So, this is what I used to do anyhow before I started pre-buying all my packaging. Literally, problem solved. It's in cardboard. And that way, even though I'm using plastic, I'm not using as much. And we're still protecting the purchase. And I'm happy with that. Well done, Tori. I do hope, though, that the post office does have some bits and bobs ready for me, because I need them. Though worst case, the post office is pretty good. Like, generally what happens at that one, just because we are regulars there, they'll give me the bags, like they'll give me 20, then they order another 100, take 20 out of that, and then I pay the bill. So it's nice, and this is why you do build up relationships, because people are inclined to help you when you try to be a good person. And yeah, they just trust us with stuff, and we're extremely lucky to have a good working relationship with, I guess you'd even, if you want to look at it seriously, with our business partner at the post office. It's a good way of looking at it, actually. It's quite sobering. I'm going to put Cinderella inside this tracked mailer, so that will be a nice and easy fix. That one I will handwrite and scan in, but it just seems to make the most sense in terms of my packaging. I don't like handwriting much anymore. I'm too spoilt now that I do know how to use the proper the label maker and everything else. I'm very, very spoilt and very fortunate. Okay, so this is one of the ones, guys, that I'll show you. Look, it's been working fine for me. Don't cringe, because it isn't the greatest way of doing it, not till I actually do buy some proper boxes. But I do find that coffee mugs will go in here, and they don't seem to, the post doesn't seem to get excited if the lids do protrude a little bit. So I just get these boxes, the small boxes, ready, and then I'll just move this stuff around a little bit. I'll get my bubble wrap. I will double check, because if depending on how much was paid for the shipping, all right, give me 2 seconds, guys. I just need to reconnect to the internet webs. Got to use my little hotspot. All right, guys, just checked on a quick message then. Unfortunately, even though I asked the question, I do encourage you guys to do so too. My customer doesn't want another, doesn't want any more Matchbox cars. Or, yeah, Matchbox cars in this order at least. But never fear. You know, you provide good service, follow it up. They might add you as a seller. And then you have that opportunity to conduct business again. And it's the same as I encourage you to build relationships with other resellers if you are a reseller. If you're a seller, I encourage you to build relationships with your customers, because take warning, they are going to hopefully be a part of your business for a long time to come, and not be just a one-off encounter electronically. So it is hard though, like with eBay, I think unless you are a niche store, it is a little bit difficult to foster an ongoing relationship at times, depending on what it is that you're selling. So when you do, try to develop ideas that make people want to come back to you. And I'm going to suggest some now that personally, I'll be honest with you, I don't do, and I should. Little things that people do, send business cards. I'm going to get business cards made. I'm sick of not having them. I'm going to get business cards made. I'm going to send a business card, and maybe I'll leave it blank on the back that I can handwrite a little thank you note. I think it's important that we acknowledge the people who spend money with us. So yeah, I just use a small box there. It bulges a little bit there. They don't care. You can still put it through as a small box. I've got 3 layers of bubble wrap around it and an extra layer around the handle. That'll be more than fine for how it's being sent. That would be able to be dropped. There's all bubble wrap around the actual box itself along the sides to further protect the mug. So yeah, don't be scared of sending mugs. With the right stuff, like we've shown you on another video, it is a far better experience for the customer, but this will make it. I've sent plenty of mugs in this manner, and so far so good. I've not had any of them break. So there'll always be a first time, and when it happens, all you do, just take it with good grace, get them to send you a photo to make sure it's actually your mug, and then give them a refund. Apologise, give them a refund. My thing I try to do is to try to give the buyer a good experience when something bad happens. If you can do that, and that's the real good art of the deal there, if you can do that, then you're on your way. So yeah, this is heading off to Adrian. Thanks, mate. And then we'll pack the other mug now that we're on a bit of a roll. Sit. Okay. But yeah, mugs are good. They are fairly easy to pick up in most places, unless the op shop's out of control. They should be reasonably cheap as well. And guys, I'm not talking to you. Honey, can I have a microfiber cloth, please? Thank you. Now I'm talking to you guys again. All right. So like I said, the black cups, they do look terrible. Fingerprints all over them and other bits and pieces. We want the customer to know that they're actually getting a clean cup. Like, I do my best with all of the mugs to make sure that they leave looking decent, especially an old one like this. It doesn't hurt to, I don't know, it's that weird sort of, I don't know what you call it, like a fog or something that's over the top. It's like a layer. So just give it a quick buff, get my fingerprints off it, and then the next time it has fingerprints on, it'll be from its owner, which is not me anymore. See you, Pebbles. All right, I'll bubble wrap here. It's been good for us lately. Like, Ali and I have been using this roll here, but we've been going through it, which is a positive thing, guys. If you're going through your consumables, it's good. It's a good thing. I want to hear people complaining about how fast they go through their consumables. Lovely, lovely problem to have, getting some sales, guys. Especially, you know, when things have been up and down. eBay's been a weird creature lately, that's for sure. So any little wins that we have, should be celebrating them. And that's going to Georgie. Okay, thank you, Georgie. You did not put a note, but your name rings a bell. I know you're not a repeat customer, but I feel as though you are a viewer that maybe you've chatted on a live. I could be wrong, but your name rings a bell. Oh, the sun's come out. I think that's the first time that's happened today. Hello, Mr. Sun. Nice and welcome. Must have been the Funshine Bears having something to do with that. To give you an idea, see how there's bundled up bubble wrap at both sides. The thing's going to be fine. Won't move around. It's got a nice little buffer there. But because I send them in these smaller boxes, I also get the benefit. Like I generally charge $10 for the shipping, and hopefully with the band 5, the band 5 will help, but not in all cases, because technically the smalls are $10.95, and sometimes I might lose out a little bit with some of the packaging, but I'd rather the customer get their item in one piece rather than me penny pinch to satisfy what I set it down for, because I'm not charging $15 for a cup to go somewhere. Like I said though, those packing boxes, the 15 by 15 by 15, they look the trick. Like if I don't know, I want them, but part of me is also like, do I have enough cups in my store? I don't know, maybe it's something that I could get into a little bit more. As one of those items that you can buy fairly cheap and, you know, make at least $10 on. What's that one for? Hang on, Ali's being mysterious. Maybe there's a present in here for me. So, another thing, the queen of my heart. And I'd forgotten this, I did know it, but you know what? If I don't remember it, if something weighs under 500 grams, get your medium box, assemble it inside out, and then basically they'll do it based on weight, and you should be able to get it for the small price. So yeah, if you've got medium and you don't want to do that, this does have 3 layers of bubble wrap around it, but I do agree putting it in this alleviates all of that. So something to be aware of. Something to be aware of. So thank you, honey. Solid tip from the thrift, from future Ali Favreau. Yes. Sooner the better. Okay, almost done. Almost done, guys. Almost done. We're almost done. Almost done. The one I'm really scared of is coming up. I am really scared. I am really scared of this one. I am so scared of this plate. Now, doesn't fit in the medium box. What I'm going to do though, I think I'm just going to have to booble wrap the absolute pisser out of it and then put a few layers of cardboard. I'm going to double check though. I'm going to assess here. See how much they paid, because I do want it to make it in one piece. View order details. Okay, so a good and fair price was paid for this, so we're going to go pretty hard on it to make sure it gets there. So what you do, right, you just get some cling wrap, put it around 3 times and put it in a plastic shopping bag and send it on its way. No, you don't. You get the cling wrap, right? You pop it around. And you do a lot, because this is important to someone. And it's important to me to get it to them. So we'll start off like that. Now, believe it or not, I'm not overly concerned, for the simple fact that the plate is actually within a holder. So it's not the ceramic. The ceramic actually doesn't protrude anywhere on the outside of it. So hopefully that makes sense. There's like a plate frame holder thing. Tape warning. And then, this is just me. I give it a bit more bounce to the ounce by putting the excess on both opposite sides to make it thicker again. but without you having to use more bubble wrap. And let me be very clear about this. I know what I'm doing. It looks like you're being shown by a genius. I am not an expert at doing this sort of thing, all right? All I try to do when I show you guys me packing stuff, it is literally to give you ideas if you're not sure. I am learning too. There are some people who do fantastic packing. For me, I make sure the stuff doesn't break. And that's the end of my obligation. It doesn't have to look pretty. It has to get there. So what I may need to do, I just need to, give me a second. I'm just going to see if I've got some scrap cardboard here. Okay, so I did have, excuse me, I've been noticing lately because I'm doing the lives at night for an hour and then I do these longer videos, I'm making myself a little bit hoarse on occasion. No, I'm not, no. Anyhow, so all I'm doing here, just giving it a little bit of cardboard, extra protection for it. As I said, don't take any leaves out of my book for my packing. My aim is just to get the darn thing there in one piece. And I'm sure it'll happen, but I don't think I've shipped anything, even as dodgy as I do it. Like, I don't believe anything's ever come back as, you know, wrecked in shipping. I've had people who didn't know how to operate the thing they were buying. But I haven't had anyone say this thing busted because you didn't pack well. I'm sure that will happen. I noticed, like, since the YouTube channel has been going well and we've been doing lives, I've noticed the amount of lowball and sort of troll offers are definitely increasing. And I know that we all receive them. It's just, I don't know. It's a bit hard sometimes because you know you're being targeted by, I don't know, maybe someone who doesn't like your content or thinks it's funny. Maybe they'll get a mention on the show. I really have to try to be more mindful of that. I'll always talk about when those lowball offers happen because, well, that's the sort of channel this is. We talk about things, but I try not to give them airtime by name anymore. I try not to. One, it's not very professional of me, but I think at the end of the day, it is one of those things too where, you know, you sort of got to remind people, hey, I'm just a person, you know. I'm not a paid politician or an actor or anything like that. I'm just someone who chose to share their life with you guys. Okay, so that won't fit in there. Basically, guys, what I'm just trying to do now is find an appropriate size. I was hoping for a padded mailer, but I have used a lot of bubble wrap in there. I think I am going to just go to a satchel now, if I can get one to fit. If not, it's something I might muddle about with off camera. What are your thoughts though? Like, what sort of stuff do you use to mail this stuff off with? Maybe I should have just sealed it, and I still could. I've got enough cardboard to do that actually. I could just seal it off. But if this fits in here, which it looks like it's going to. Having said that though, I might fold it inside out and use it as my own packaging. Hopefully that works in my favour. It's always about, like, it feels, well, it is penny pinching, but when you own a small business, sometimes you have to penny pinch where we can. And I know that things I'm doing aren't always like the best way of doing stuff. It's just me doing the best that I can think of. So I may actually end up breaking this satchel, who knows. It's going to be a very tight squeeze though, which is sort of what we want, because we want the cardboard to be preventing, yeah, I'm not doing a very good job at all, I'm tearing stuff. Come on. It's funny, I get anxious sometimes because I am aware I'm fumbling on camera. Oh well, I guess that's just life, isn't it? We fumble and sometimes we don't win and other times we do. But that has actually gone to the point now it can close over. So all I'm going to do here now is I'm just going to buffer the end with a bit more cardboard. Then I'm going to, basically with this one, I'm going to watch your ears for the tape if you've got headphones on. So a layer, one layer there, and this layer here. Does the trick nicely, doesn't it? Okay, so 2 more to go. This was the Star Trek movie. That can just go in here. Just double check who it was for. Order. We're almost there, guys. I hope this has been okay, that you've enjoyed it all right. If you're sort of getting used to doing stuff, I hope it's provided a little bit of insight. As I said, I'm certainly not the best at this. There's probably people, well, not probably, there are people far better than me, but I do promise to share everything I know with you. And as I learn more stuff, I will share that too. I think we're going to have some exciting times. Brendan, thank you. There's more of Star Trek in the store, mate. So we're going to have some fun. I genuinely think as the channel grows, we're going to have some fun. I'm sure there'll be trials and tribulations. It's what happens when a big group of people start catching up and, you know, learning how everyone operates. But it'll all be coming from the right sort of place. Hopefully this will fit in here, because it would be great if it goes in a small satchel. Yes, it does. And even better, we can... I try to use, if you've ever received things off me before, I am very haphazard with my packaging, and it's purely because sometimes less is more, sometimes too much is too much. But even this now, I just throw one of these on each side of the case, and that way when it hits the ground, the cardboard's hitting the ground. It doesn't have to be the same size. And it just gives it like a little cardboard buffer on each side there. And that will do the trick nicely as far as I am concerned. So, it's the Atari. It's going to Heath. All right, and that is the packing done. It is done, yes. So hopefully I do get some more orders. They're not, today is Monday, guys, public holiday. Happy public holiday. These things do not have to go until later, which is till Wednesday, but I'll do them tomorrow. I want to do that. And I'm trying to work toward getting the day off on Thursday, because that's Ali's and my, well, anniversary of our first kiss. I know it sounds a bit a bit mushy listening to it like that, but it's the day I took this lady who absolutely consumes me. It was our first date to IKEA, so that may be funny, but it's going to be good fun. So we'll go back up there. We're seeing my uncle too. He lives up in North Melbourne. He's getting very old now and he lives by himself, so I do try to check in on him when I can, just to let him know he's loved. He's as he gets older, he gets a little bit not hard of hearing, though he is. He doesn't speak as much on the phone. He'll happily talk in person, but yeah, I call him every now and then, and it's just difficult. We get care in for him, but every now and then he's not too sure who he's talking to on the phone. You see him in person and he's fine. So I go and see my uncle. So Uncle Ray, you don't even have the internet at home, but I'm going to come and see you. You already know that, but I'll have to do I'm going to have to contact him the day before. He always gets me to like repeat when I'm going to go see him, just so he doesn't get too thrown all of a sudden, you know, with us showing up on the door. And he's only met Ali once, so he likes her, as we all do. Well, I love her, but you know what I mean. She's just got such a friggin' beautiful heart. I have not met anyone like her, and I don't believe I ever will again. All right, guys, important stuff here, important stuff. So, a lot of you have been saying, hey, flippity-doo, are you getting more Care Bears? Ariane did say it. Cassie, how you doing? These guys are going up on the shelf. They are now live on the eBay store. And you're both channel members now. I saw that Cassie paid for a membership too. Thank you, mate. Good on you. So these cuties are up there. This was the same one as what another channel viewer, Rhiannon, bought. Thanks, Rhiannon. Guys, don't forget Monster Elmo's at the back. We'll get those little sweethearts in. If you are a fan of Hello Kitty, like my Ali is, this is a Squishmallow crossover for the 50th anniversary, embossed, beautiful. Just Ali likes the traditional, more looking like the cat Hello Kitty stuff as a rule. So I grabbed that one when we went up with Foulmouth Flipper to somewhere in Melbourne, but now you guys can get it. It's live. This is the Home Shopping Network segment. I still do have Caries up here though, that you guys may or may not have seen with and without tags. This guy, from memory, yeah, this is one of the sweet smelling ones. They smell beautiful. It's like perfumed. It's really nice. There was a whole series of these that came out, and yeah, it'll just be a good time. Be a good time. I like them. They make me happy, and the fact that you guys send them to me, like, and if you're new to watching, people literally have sent me, like you guys sent me Care Bears because I wanted some, but I don't allow myself to buy things for myself like that, just because. I try to get my dopamine by buying stock, and then I'm sad to see it go. Like, I love these guys. You know, Garfield was a major part of when I was little, and I love the fact that Garfields are there. I'm shocked they haven't sold, but I love Garfield. So it's like I have a win until I wait for them to go. At this rate though, we'll have to be clearing out the next tub to put more plushies and stuff like that in there. They're super cool though, and I do want them to find homes. Like I said, I'm proud of the fact that we saved them from landfill, from being chucked out. I am proud of the fact that you and me save all these guys from that, because they're cute. And it's not, oh, you know, it's just, they're just cute. Okay, so I'm going to put these in tub 29, both of the Dream machines. They're really cool. The quality of the speakers is actually really good too. That actually shocked me. So if you see the Dream machines out there, guys, for around $4 or $5, typically you'll get $29 to $35 for them. So I'm just going to write that down because I'm allocating Dream machine T29. Okay, and what else have I got here? Got Elmo. He's a little bit big to just pop him anywhere. I'm going to place him on an overhead that I get to see him smiling down occasionally, even though he will be sideways. Oh, I might be able to put him so I can look at him. Hang on. That's cool. There's no batteries in him, so I'll show you where I've put him. You know you make me want to shout. When I did do that listing, that was pretty cool actually. Hi guys, how you doing? I'm sorry, I probably just made everyone seasick. I always video the battery motion. I'm just going to write Elmo up top. And Zangman, like I said, I think Flutterby told me that they actually, on some of these, they use rabbit fur, which is crazy to me. But exterior 100% polyester. I don't know, but it is soft as heck. Tub 40 won't work for me. I saw a tub earlier. I was saying about tub, was it tub 17, friends? I think I said tub 17 starting to get some space. Oh yeah, it is. There we go. Zangman, tub 17. Zangman T17. That's everything out of that stuff. I just get things ready. It's almost time to go. I sincerely hope that you've had a nice time with me today. I hope that you're having a fantastic public holiday. Sorry about the rattle of the bag, but that is just life. I want this stuff to go home and get the packaging all done. Can't wait for people to be getting their stuff. I do. I get genuinely excited about the fact that I'm going to be sending things off that people are looking forward to getting. I go on and on about it, and I know I do, but it's a rare privilege, I think, to do what we do. That's my padded bag from my manga. I'm glad I remembered that. I'm going to take this plate spinner and maybe I'll try to do some car stuff on that. I don't know. It's not going to be ideal. Glasses. Glasses are on. And everything's packed. If you want one of my books, A Flock Apocalypse is crazy. It's not for everyone. It's extreme. There's a lot of innuendo in it. Well, not innuendo. I'm just not saying the words on the channel. But almost every trigger is in this. Every trigger, I think. Anyhow, enough to offend people. I've just got a message off eBay, so I'm going to check that. I'll come back if it's something exciting, but otherwise, guys, I'm going to get this stuff home, get the labels done. I'll pop back if there's anything else to tell you, but otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. But who knows, there may be a cool message waiting for me. I don't know. All right, let's see. If it's another sale, I should probably grab it. I don't know. Shut up, Tori. Okay, hi, I'm back again. I just sold these boots. That's what the eBay thing was. So I paid $5 for them, and they just sold for $49 plus postage. So glad I stopped for that. All right, I'm going to get them. I'm not going to do it on camera. Just going to get a satchel to throw those in, and I'll see you guys maybe later in the day, otherwise on the next video. But I just thought I should share that win with you.